What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. It is paver day and we have a ton of Techo-Bloc going down. You saw a little bit of this inlay on the last video, but that's just the start of it. We've got a really complicated, crazy mathematical layout going on here. So make sure you hit subscribe. Stay tuned. All right, so you can see this feature inlay that we did here with all the lights and everything. Now, the plan is this pattern continues right into the pavers, and we're also gonna have those lights right in those same intersections. And that's when it transitions to a similar layout, but it's a little bit different. So check out the rendering. So you can see in that rendering how some of those lines continue and picks up our pattern, but we've got a different size and we've got a different color paver going on here. So it's basically a 3-to-1 scale. 3 of these equals 1 of this. So we've basically taken that inlay that runs through this center portion, and now we're doing it 1/3 as often. So I know that sounds super confusing. It is super confusing, but you'll start to see it as it comes together. Our goal is to take this inlay and have it cut through, and basically when you look at it from above, lines over here are gonna be picked up over there, and it's all gonna be to scale. So we gotta be really conscious of all the measurements we got going on here, but I think we can do it, and you'll start seeing it as we get some more down what's going on here. So Scooter and Pat are working on this screed bed here, and we essentially, because we have steps here, here, and here, we need all of these elevations to be the same. So all around the deck, we have the same elevation, and then it pitches out. So this is pitching here, out, and then the corner is kind of pitching both ways. So you can see these screed pipe lines. We had to go out on an angle, and all of that outside perimeter is all gonna be the same elevation. So again, we gotta be super careful. They're doing a really fantastic job of making sure that everything is going to be pitched just right and stay ahead of us so we can keep laying this. How you doing?
Look at that.
Whoa.
Level.
Level. You can see we got a lot of this down on this side, and you can kind of start to see this pattern emerging here. These blocks are pretty heavy. They're about 20 inches by 20 inches, and this is about the heaviest block I would recommend laying by hand. If you have a vacuum system, it's definitely gonna be a little easier, but we're super strong, ain't we, Pat?
You're so strong.
I'm a little bit stronger. We'll have to test that. So we settled that. All right, we got a lot of cuts that are gonna go around this edging and everything like that. So we're cutting them so they fit in there, but then we're gonna cut a final line so we can snap it, and then we can cut everything while it's laying down. So we're just cutting enough. You can see that wonky cut in the corner. That's just to get it in there for now, but we're gonna get a line. I always like to cut them on the ground. That way we can get a nice, straight, consistent line. So we're gonna move to the other side. We got a lot more to do here, so stay tuned. You can see we got a lot of this laid so far, and you can see the pattern start coming together. From here, our lines match up. Still got a lot more to lay, and these are pretty heavy, but we're gonna keep going into this area. Pretty much all the field pavers are installed here, and I just picked up plants as well. So we're gonna get plants going in, and we have so many cuts to make for this. So we've got some really long cuts along here. We have to cut the whole perimeter, and then we start re-screeding this for our Westmount, which is a little bit thicker than the Everest. So we're onto a lot of time-consuming stuff now, but we have the whole pattern worked out here, and you can see this line right here. all the way on the other side, it picks up. This one you can see really well here, all the way down. Pretty freaking sweet. We got plants going in. What kind of plant you got there, bud?
Bush.
Oh, we got a bush plant going in here. These are some, what is it there?
Green bush plants.
We got some green bush plants going in here that are looking just absolutely green and bushy. These are actually some compacta hollies, and this is gonna grow into a nice little hedge here.
That's too far left. Go! Anyway.
Okay, so, yeah, I think it's too far left. Why don't you dig a big hole, stand it up in there. No, that actually looks good. That's good. Good job. Okay, so we also got some mums here. This is gonna be a little planting spot for annuals, and right now all we can do is mums, because they're what's in season. They're just about to pop. You can see some of this coming through, so we're only gonna do mums in here and in here, but I wanted to throw in an extra little surprise, so I got 33 mums, and we're gonna do them in all the beds all the way around. It's gonna be a absolutely magnificent pop of color. It's gonna be freaking amazing. Now for the really crazy part. We've got this going down. You can see we started getting some of this Westmount in, which is a different height. So we're removing some of the screed base, and look at all this wire in here, because we're gonna have lights in the patio. It's gonna be insane. So we're running all the wire, scooping out some screed, getting it to a lower elevation. Then we can get the Westmount in here and we can get the lights in. It's gonna match the inlay up here. It's gonna be sweet. Let's check in on Ant here.
Doing some borders.
Ant's still getting the hang of this whole
The stone
paver thing. He's like, why isn't this made out of wood and stuff?
Why can't I set up the chop saw?
Anyway, we're getting these in, looking beautiful. We got some more, what are these called again, Pat?
Green bush plants.
We got more green bush plants here going in. And then, look at all this stuff we got everywhere. Look at all these plants, it just looks awesome. Got some arborvitaes on the corner to anchor this landscape. We got some hydrangeas. Look how cool this wall looks now. We got some miscanthus behind the wall. We got some little catmint here to give it a little pop of some purple, and some more miscanthus here. Look at this, it's turning out just absolutely magnificent. We've got a lot of this inlay in here. You can see we have our lighting wire underneath the pavers here, so it's in all of our intersections, and we're gonna be putting these lights right here in the center. Again, to match up with this inlay here. It's gonna be sweet, so I'll show you how we cut these out and how we drill through this so the light just recesses right in there. But this is gonna be really sweet. What do you think, bud? Chip chug. What do we got going on here, Pat?
I made this little jig to get the stone depths to the right height because we're using a larger paver for the inlay. We're not gonna cut them down. We're just gonna use the full-size paver, but in order to do so, we have to have lower depth in the base.
Okay. So, yeah, let's get some action shots of this bad boy going. Where did you get this prototype developed?
I made this myself.
You did? No way. Really?
This is for the middle piece.
What is this made out of?
Wood.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that.
What did
Okay.
you know that it's made out of wood?
Okay. So this is a pretty simple process here. We're just scraping this along till we get to the right depth. And then, got Mr. Lombardo. He's taking a break over there. But he's gonna be back and he's gonna pop the Westmount in here, and then we're gonna tap it in, and it's gonna be good to go. But we've obviously got a lot of this Westmount going in, so it's a little bit time consuming, but is it gonna be worth it, Pat?
Oh yeah, it's going beautiful. Drone shots.
Whoa!
Check out the drone shot.
Where?
Over there. Do you think I spoke eloquently enough?
I think so.
Was I explaining myself
I
adequately?
think so.
You think they're gonna understand?
I don't know if they're able to comprehend what's going on in that brain.
Right? God, it's a nightmare.
Whoa!
Dang.
Look at that. That's a nice hole. You can see we got this nice drill attachment here that is a water jet drill coring bit or something. Anyway, applies water as you're drilling with that diamond coring bit and get a nice, beautifully clean hole. I love it. I love it. So now we can put them in there, we can pop a light in, and we got 10 more of these to do. You up for it?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
He's up for it.
It's my day.
That's your day. Hopefully not too much of your day.
Okay, we'll make the connection first.
We're gonna need a nice little hole here for our connection. And we want these connections right underneath the paver that the light is in, so that if they ever need to be serviced, we're not searching around for the connector.
Okay.
All right, you should be good there. Boom. We got one installed. Mostly. Now we're gonna test it. All right, you wanna go turn on the transformer?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Okay, our first light is on. That's a good sign, and we're gonna check these as we go because we don't want to get all these buried and then find out some of them don't work. Isn't that right, buddy?
No, don't want to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so he's gonna cut a bunch of these.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get the lights installed. Have fun. So Scooter got all the lights in. You can see them all over the place. But now we're on to a really tough, tedious part of this because these are two different heights and everything's so close together. We had to take out and drill these out. It messed up a lot of our elevations here, moved some of these around. So now we need to go back and just fine tune this, level everything out, and get it looking really nice and kind of how we laid it out initially. But everything's really coming together. We got most of the border in, and still a lot of fine tuning on this because everything's two different heights. It just takes a lot of extra special attention to detail, right?
Yeah.
What do you got going on there, Pat?
So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting in this edge. What I'm doing right now is I'm putting in this concrete edging. That way, the pavers get locked in place. So when we go and put in our polymeric sand, compact that, they're not gonna go anywhere. They're gonna stay nice and locked in for justice.
Woo! So we have concrete mix, and you can see in here, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Little pieces of fiberglass. And that is just right here. I get this off Amazon, and it's just a concrete additive. It's these little fibers, and it helps hold everything together. Gives it a lot more strength. And that's what we mix in there. That's what's gonna keep our edge restraint in. Isn't that right, buddy?
You got it, bud.
Okay, we're looking pretty good here. I just ran the compactor over this. Got to go back and fine tune some things, make some little adjustments on some pavers. The compactor has a tendency to rattle some things around, so got to check all of our seams here. Well, that's it for this vlog on our patio pavers. This thing turned out pretty crazy, and I'll have some drone shots up in just a second. We only have one more vlog on this project, and we're gonna be doing sod, a bunch of lighting, and actually some outdoor sound. So it's gonna be really cool, and in that vlog, I'll show you this all lit up. Don't have the time to stay here at night and get some night shots, but trust me, this is gonna look crazy. So enjoy the drone shots, stay tuned, and until next time, this is Premier Outdoor Living.